Hey guys, it's Steve. So welcome back to another weekly Grill Dome video. So today is the 4th of July, so happy 4th of July. So we're gonna do a nice and easy staple meal for a 4th of July cookout or party. We're gonna do some ribeye skewers with some bacon wrapped grilled corn. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put our cherry balsamic marinade together. I like to use fresh cherries, and you just kind of, you have them and pit them. You can also use dried tart cherries if you'd like to. So we're just going to add these. Then we've got some dry red wine, some balsamic vinegar, some olive oil, and then some chopped garlic cloves. And then using a blender or a food processor, we're just going to pulse this up. And that's all it takes, just about 15 seconds there. Take the lid off and show you that right there. So it's nice and blended together. So we're going to go ahead and get this on our steak. Okay, so I bought 2 nice ribeyes from the store and just chunked them up just like that. So we're just going to add those to this little Tupperware here, and then we're going to take our cherry balsamic marinade and just pour that all over the top. And you can see that was a perfect amount, covers all the steak nicely there. So we're just going to go ahead and get this covered and in the fridge. Alright, so after you've marinated your ribeye chunks in your balsamic cherry marinade, whether it's for a few hours or overnight, I let it go overnight. You're just going to go ahead and remove all the ribeye chunks. Alright, now this next step is important. You've got all this awesome leftover marinade, so we're not going to discard this. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little saucepan and dump all the remaining marinade in here, and we're going to put this over medium-high heat, bring it up to a light boil, and then we're going to knock the heat back down and let it simmer just to reduce some. And so what we're basically doing there is we're taking this leftover marinade and we're converting it over to a nice glaze that we'll baste these skewers with throughout the cook. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and build our skewers out. Now, I like to use the stainless steel skewers. You can certainly use the wood skewers. You just have to soak those in water to help prevent the meat from sticking. So if you can get your hands on some of the stainless steel ones, these work a lot better. So for steak skewers, I typically just like to keep it easy and use some little grape tomatoes and then some onion and pepper. And so I'm sure you guys have all done this before, but you're just going to go ahead and just kind of alternate veggies and your protein here. Okay, so now that we've got our skewers prepped, we're going to go ahead and just hit these with some salt and pepper. You can use whatever seasonings you like, but since we've got these nice and marinated, all you really need is probably just a dash of some salt and pepper, and you'll be all set. Okay, so we let this marinade reduce down for about 15 minutes here, so you can see it thickened up nicely. So we're just going to go ahead and set this aside until it's time to glaze our skewers. Alright guys, so the last thing before we head outside to the Grill Dome and get cooking is that I'm going to show you an amazing way how to grill up some corn on the Grill Dome Kamado. So I've got an ear of corn here that I've shucked, I've removed all the silk, but I've pulled the husk back but leaving the husk on and intact. And all you do, you just take a piece of bacon or two and you just wrap it all the way around just like this. There's no science to it, and you don't even have to have the whole thing covered all the way. You just want it in there like that, and then you just pull the husk all the way back up around it like this. And then what you can do, you can either just leave it open like that, or you can take some cooking twine, or sometimes what you can do is if you can find a long enough piece of the husk, kind of like this, you can just come up underneath it. Let's see if this will work. That one broke. Let's try this one. This is a little tricky. Sometimes this part takes 2 people. All right, that one broke too. So you can see it's a little tricky, but normally what I do is I'll just take long strands like this, and sometimes I'll get my wife to hold it on the end and then just wrap that around and tie it. A lot of times though, I don't even mess around and tying it. So you've got the bacon up in there, and that provides the most amazing flavor as this corn is roasting on the Kamado. So we'll pick up outside in just a few minutes. Okay, so we've got the grill dome set up for direct heat. So we've just got the main cooking rack installed, and I've preheated the dome up to about 425. We're gonna be cooking between the range of 425 and 450. And you can see here I went ahead and just used some cooking twine. I gave up on trying to use the husk. It just kept breaking. So you can see how that just kind of seals it all up on the end there, so that bacon, all those juices can stay locked in there. So the corn's going to take a good bit longer than the skewer, so we're going to go ahead and give the corn a head start. And all you're looking for when you're grilling corn is for it to get nice and charred on each side. Alright guys, our corn is done. We're going to go ahead and pull our corn and just set this aside to cool down, and we're going to toss our skewers on now. Okay, all we're going to do is just oil our grate just a little bit here with some canola oil. It'll help the skewers from sticking. Alright. And then we're just going to place all 4 of these on there. Just like that. Now these are going to cook quick because we're shooting for just a medium rare to possibly medium for the ribeye. So we're just going to cook these probably total about 6-7 minutes. Okay, so we're giving these a little flip. It's been about 4 minutes. See a nice little char. That's all you're looking for. And now that we have them flipped, we're going to go ahead and hit them with our cherry balsamic glaze. And let this get nice and caramelized before we pull them. Alright guys, in just 4 more minutes and our skewers are done. Check those out. Those look absolutely amazing. So we're going to pull these and let these cool, and we'll pick back up in the kitchen. Alright guys, so we've got our cherry balsamic glaze skewers and our bacon wrapped grilled corn here. And so all you would do is go ahead and bring this out to your guest. If you have some of the glaze left over, you could glaze them one last time. And you just want to slide everything off, and you can just put this on a big tray, whatever you'd like. And you can see this nice little pink there on the ribeye. That came out great. Give that a little try real quick. Wow, that balsamic cherry marinade is really coming through in that beef. So good. I'd recommend probably letting it sit overnight. It's just gonna do a better job there of getting those flavors kind of locked in. So guys, I appreciate you watching this. I hope you guys have a safe and fun 4th of July. We also have a weekly newsletter now, so I've got a link right here in the video where you can sign up and receive information on weekly recipes and promotions that we've got going on. So definitely check that out. And we're on Facebook, Twitter, and we've got videos every week here on YouTube. So again, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you again soon.